Welcome everyone to a historic event. That's right, Wrestling Plus One from Blog Talk Radio is now moving into YouTube in its first ever Google Hangout. And we are now currently broadcasting also on YouTube, so this is actually a simulcast. Today we're joined by me, your host, Buck, known as Buck Wild on Facebook from Wrestling Plus One show, and my crazy co-host, Shady C.
Yo, what up? This Shady C, looking at naked bitches, watching them pee.
And we got a very special guest who's been with us through this crazy ride.
Yep. What up? This is James from the Weymouth Youth Wrestling here. Been promoting the show since, what was it? Episode 17 or something like that.
I think it was.
Alright. I must have hit that right on the money. But welcome to anybody who is willing to ask us questions, and we shall be willing to answer. And Buck, you know what we're going to talk about today, so what are we going to talk about?
Well, I'm sure everyone has, heard the CM Punk pipe bomb.
Pretty
The pipe
much.
bomb heard around the world.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Are you guys surprised at all?
I'm surprised by the reaction of the community. I thought there'd be more people behind Punk, and I would say probably 45% are behind Punk and the rest are supporting the WWE, or they're saying there's got to be some form of lies. So I thought there'd be more people supporting Punk.
Don't say that, Shady C. People from the No DQ Wrestling discussion who don't like Punk will get offended.
Oh, they can suck my dick.
Yeah, good. All right, we're on the same page. Yeah, I'm just gonna rant a little bit. I don't like to rant too much, but for the people in that group specifically who defend the garbage that WWE does, I'm just gonna say this. You want to go and say that Punk is lying. That's okay. You're entitled to your opinion. But listen to the podcast first before you judge it. We said that before on the Wrestling Plus One page. Me, Chris, Buck, we were all saying it to a couple guys, and then when they actually watched it, they had a whole different opinion. So, well, I'm assuming that 55% of that hasn't listened to the podcast, because if they did, they would have actually had a legitimate opinion instead of, oh, Punk is lying, I saw the bullet points, oh yeah, this is totally this, oh yeah, this is totally that, oh yeah, this is totally happening, this is totally fake. And for the people that say for his comebacks is to say something that's true about me, I'm not going to name what it was, get a life. That is a horrible way to come back. If anybody knows me on the No DQ Wrestling discussion, they know exactly who I'm talking about. Go away. Now, with that being said, with the Punk situation, as I said before, you guys got to listen to the podcast. It's not the same watching bullet points. It's not the same going on a dirt sheet and looking it up. It really isn't. It's a whole different feel when you listen to the podcast. You know?
Hell yeah, man! I could agree more. You can't hear the emotion in his voice when you're reading.
Exactly. With the emotion, it doesn't matter if it was wrestling or if it was real life. It's all about emotion. You can tell when somebody's telling the truth by the emotion in their voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Punk was extremely emotional, even though he tried not to be. But you know what I mean? I think the most telling part of the whole interview too was when he said, "I don't like to come across as bitter with this, but if there's bitter parts in it, then you know what? Get the fuck over it. It's a part of life." That was him. That was him speaking his mind. You know?
Oh yeah, I love that. In the beginning he says, this is life. You're going to be bitter, and then you got to find your way to get through it.
Okay.
And I just hated how people were like, "Yeah, CM Punk's bitter. He's bitter towards WWE." Well, of course, if you were put through that shit, come on, people. You know what? I just can't stand how people are just talking shit. Motherfucker, if you were in the same situation, you would be bitter too.
Yep.
Like that.
Ask Kurt Angle. Ask Bret Hart. I said that before. Ask them. Ask them how it feels to be treated like you're worthless. Because that's exactly how Angle felt. That's exactly how Bret felt when he left, when he got screwed. Okay? Which WWE likes to twist, by the way. For anybody who doesn't know that, okay? And this is coming from a kid who's been watching WWE since 3, okay? And I'm 19 now, and I've stopped watching their product. Because these are 3 major stars we're talking about here, okay? And hell, even 4 if you're counting Del Rio. We'll just add Del Rio in the mix. It all adds up, and I can't believe that people can't realize that. Like, look at what happened to Bret Hart, and then look at what happened to Angle throughout, like, the period of 1997 and then into 2006. You know, they were like BS. You know, they were BS with the way things turned out for them in the WWF/WWE. You know, and then they went to different promotions. Obviously, Kurt had a more successful run in a different promotion than Bret Hart did. But when you go and go to a different company, people could say that Nitro, was beating Raw in the ratings and they were number 1 for a long time. But let's just say theoretically at the time that WWE was like the number 1 company for a long time, and they were still considered at the number 1 level. If you're not going to be at the number 1 leveled company because of how they treated you, so you go to a different company, I've said it before, it's a huge problem. When Kurt Angle does it, it's the same thing. I mean, I love what he did for TNA in the end game for it and everything, because he made that company known for a lot of years. But if you really think about it, and it's a huge problem when wrestlers who are in the indie circuit are saying they don't want to go to the WWE because of how people were supposedly treated there and the way that they watered down their style, which they did for a number of years, by the way. That's a serious problem. They don't feel that indie feel, you know what I mean? And not only do they feel the indie feel, they just don't feel like they're wanted. They don't want to feel like they're not wanted when they can feel like they're wanted in Ring of Honor or TNA or New Japan or Lucha. You know what I mean? It saddens me, to be honest.
What's going on over there?
What is going on over there, Shady?
I'm actually doing the show live from in my bathtub.
Oh, come on.
Man, you're like that fat guy on YouTube who does WWE reviews from a jacuzzi. Dude, this guy is basically Peter Griffin's cousin. He's got the side boob and everything.
Oh, what the hell is that?
It's hilarious.
That scared me, Chris. That noise scared me.
Wow.
To another, take that as a compliment. Thank you.
Lois,
this is not my Batman glass. Jeez. All right. What are we on now? What are we on now? I'm sorry, we got off track.
what do you guys think is gonna happen to AJ Lee?
Oh shit.
They're going to dress her up as the female version of Doink the Clown.
Oh, God.
Shady, please don't predict the future. It scares me. Please don't.
Watch. Just watch.
I will be so pissed if that happens. Don't even get me started. Like, nope. First we have bunnies, then we have gators, then we have bulls, the cats. Now we have a fucking clown that's a female. Yeah, no, thank you. Count me out completely. Nope. Nope. All aboard the nope train.
Just as a brief side note, did you see on that Raw with the cat Did you see when Miz actually kissed the pussy?
Dude, they had the bunny hump Adam Rose.
Uh,
Only thing I can say I like about that is it seems like they're gearing away from PG a little bit, especially with the lesbian kiss.
Dude, you're just hung up on that lesbian kiss. Let it
yeah,
go.
you are.
You're not gonna
Let
see
it go.
that again.
It went. Yeah, that's a once in a lifetime thing, bro. They did that for ratings and only ratings, and they wanted people to stay on the network. Now nobody's gonna stay on the network as a Punk. Thank you.
Dude, CM Punk, man, he specifically warned them, don't touch my eye. I just had laser surgery. I'm going back to the topic that we're supposed to be talking about.
Yep.
Uh, and these Nexus idiots just went ahead and played with his eye. Daniel Bryan ironically played with his eye. You can see the picture. It's like retard. I told you.
That
It's like
was.
retard. I told you. Do not uh, touch my eye. And then Ryback kicked him when they told him he's got to work with Ryback, and he broke his ribs, dude. My God, man, CM Punk was treated worse than chattel, bro.
He was treated worse than the Brooklyn Brawler.
At least the Brooklyn Brawler was meant to treat worse in gimmick, but like Punk is like their biggest star. That's the problem. That's a huge problem. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No, you know what? You know what pisses me off? It's like he'd come up with these awesome ideas, and then they would troll him and have someone else do it.
Yeah, man, I couldn't believe it when he was talking about coming up with the Shield. I mean, I believe he came up with it, but I couldn't
I
believe
believe
it.
it. I mean,
couldn't
because
believe-
look at the people he mentioned that he wanted to be a part of the group. It was Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, and then you hear Chris Hero, and I'm like, yeah, he's telling the truth. Because you heard Chris Hero's name, and of course he's going to endorse Chris Hero.
Bro,
Yeah.
dude has every right to be bitter. They fired him on his wedding day.
Yep.
They treated they
Ridiculous.
technically treated him like he was black.
Whoa.
Let's not get into that. Let's
Let's
not get into
not
the three.
go there, dude.
Let's not.
I didn't drop the N-bomb, which I was about to, but I stopped myself.
Listen.
Dude. Oh my God, do not go there, dude. You're worse than Don Tony.
No, Don Tony, I don't think has he said the N word? I don't know.
Yeah, I said the N-word before a few times.
Ah.
And then his excuse was,
Hey,
no,
yo,
his
Don Tony. Yo, Don Tony, what up, my nigga?
Oh shit.
oh, you said it.
Speaking of Don Tony, and I wanna like, you gotta say Solo Monster in the same sentence.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you guys think Don Tony's gonna say about CM Punk now? Hold on, before you answer that question. Don Tony, Kevin Castle, and Joey Numbers were on the Don Tony Kevin Castle show last week.
Debating, yeah.
And they talked a good 15, 20 minutes about how CM Punk is a hypocrite and he should. Now, they were calling him a hypocrite because saying, "Oh, you're the one who dropped the pipe bomb. You're the one who's very vocal. Why are you so quiet about why you left?"
Is he quiet now, assholes?
I actually sent Don Tony on Facebook and I tagged you, Shady. I sent the CM Punk interview that was on YouTube that Colt Cabana did. And I told him, here you go, Don Tony. You were talking about this last week. I think maybe he heard you. And Don Tony and Kevin Castle say they're CM Punk fans, but let's see
if they actually listen.
Let's see this week if they really are, because Don Tony kept saying, if it was an injury and you're injured and you had to leave because you're injured, then it's okay. But I guarantee you these guys are going to dissect the crap out of the Colt Cabana interview with Punk, and they're going to be talking so much shit, dude. Like,
oh, Buck, I got an update for you on that. Solo Monster actually posted, it's already up right now, an episode. It's an hour and a half talking about the CM Punk thing. I'm like 20 minutes into it, so I know pretty much where Solo Monster's going.
How does he feel about it?
Well, from what I've heard so far, He basically says he believes 90% of what Punk says, but he says, well, Punk could have added to it, he could have embellished, and we haven't heard the other side of the story, like a lot of people are saying.
Look, listen, let me tell you something. He's going to be back on next week, and people are going to email, and we're going to try and email. We're going to send a nice email and see if he can answer some of our questions. Now, in regards to this whole, we don't know the other side of the story, I think that's, you know what, I'm sick and tired of hearing that shit. Oh, well, you only know one side of the story. Only one side of the story has spoken. Well, WWE is never going to talk about this. They're never going to address this. They're not going to address this
as
at
I
all.
said, unless Stone Cold actually freaking rips it out of Vince McMahon's mouth.
No, he won't, bro.
On the
Stone
podcast.
Cold's on-air persona is different than Stone Cold in real life.
I don't know. If he hears that, I wanna think that he actually has that mentality to him to actually do something.
Bro, Stone Cold, his podcast is about to blow up just because now he's going to be featured on WWE Network.
No, I know
Yeah.
that, but that would.
Not
That's
only
what
that,
I'm
but
saying. You know,
dude, I've listened to a few of his episodes, and he really doesn't ask hard questions. He does do a lot of kiss-assing.
I really hope he doesn't on this, because this is not something to kiss ass about.
I'll tell you what, if
really
Vince
don't.
McMahon came on Wrestling Plus One, we'd grill the shit out of him. Be like, dude, you're the czar of wrestling. You should be able to answer any question.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, Vince, why'd you fucking treat your talent like shit?
That's a hard question. I probably would have just asked him, is it true? And if so, be honest. Don't give us a bullshit corporate answer. Flat out.
Dude, Triple H and Stephanie are pissed off. Triple H, there's a source that says that Triple H wants to kill CM Punk. Stephanie McMahon is foaming at the mouth. Dude.
Oh, let him go cry in a goddamn corner with his freaking golden shovel.
Yeah, dude, not only, and from what I read the whole article about the killing, he didn't mean it in a passing, oh yeah, dude, I'll kill you. He actually, from what I hear, he literally wants to take CM Punk's life, Phil Brooks' life, not even CM Punk. He wants to take Phil Brooks' life and have him cease to exist.
Oh God, here we go. Here we go again.
Okay, here comes the Chris Benoit, a conspiracy theorist.
Here we go. Yep. Kevin Sullivan did it.
Oh my god.
If Punk ever got
You guys just don't understand that kayfabe is dead. Join the Cena era.
God.
Benoit was an evil man, and that's why he'll never join the Hall of Fame. I went through all the WrestleManias in the past 5 years, and I can tell you something, that Vince McMahon has a good head on his shoulders, and John Cena is God.
Golf clap.
Shout out to Bruce Blitz and the guys at blitzsportsnetwork.com for coining the term fuckboy buckethead. Thank you. I love that term.
Yeah, we've actually used that quite a bit on our show.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. We got that, we heard it on, Bruce Blitz's reviews, and it caught on. We love that term. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Mad Genius, and thank you, Bruce Blitz. Now, I'm not gonna keep talking about them because some people will be like, "Stop sucking his dick. Stop sucking his dick." Well, you know what? I'm gonna give credit where credit is due.
Yay! The sound effect.
All right, so now on to Sting. Where was Sting on Monday? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I found out that their numbers for Raw for the first hour were the highest they've been in a while, and then as soon as that people realized Sting wasn't going to be there, it dropped.
They're idiots, dude.
Yep.
They missed a huge opportunity. They should have brought Sting on. People tuned in the first hour. The second hour, there was it went from like a 4.5, which is the highest they've had, I think, in the PG era, down to a 3.2 during the second hour. All because they didn't have. Now even if they have Sting, even if they go next week, we need to bring Sting out. No one's going to tune in. Unless
Did you guys like the way Sting came out in Survivor Series?
I did, but
yeah, I did.
Okay, now here's how I would have done it. I would have turned off the lights, obviously, and then I would have the lights come back on. Triple H would be knocked out in the middle of the ring, and there'd be a black baseball bat on the floor in the ring, and then you'd have Dolph Ziggler on top of Seth Rollins, and the ref would run out. And before the ref runs out, you'd see the spotlights go up into the rafters, the catwalk above the ring, and Sting would be standing there looking down, and everyone would go nuts.
Hey, whatever happened to your Shane McMahon idea? They didn't do that one.
yeah,
I'll get to the Shane McMahon idea, but I think they should have just went with that classic, dark Sting thing. But they wanted to give him his, entrance, because people freaked out, dude, when he showed up.
Oh, it was huge, man.
It was crazy.
let's keep in mind though that this was before the freaking crap with CM Punk happened. So you know what, with at the time that they couldn't have not had Sting on Raw the worst. It was the Raw before this happened, because I guarantee you now that when people hear this, they're going to bring him in when absolutely nobody cares. And you know what? It's a damn shame, too. Because it is such a mark-out moment that should be lived on for years to come. And this may have killed it dead because of Punk needed to get his frustrations out. Which I don't blame him, and I'm still on his side. And you know what? If what is his name? What is his real name? If Paul is so butthurt, he can go and cry with Stephanie McMahon and cuddle their little golden shovel. Because honestly, you need to get the fuck over yourself, because you guys have not been treating him right from day one, and you just go away. I don't mean to go on to that.
There are rumors saying that this is all a work, and here's what I'll say. There was a rumor that came out about a month or 2 months before Survivor Series, and you could read it on the dirt sheets. It said that Sting will debut at Survivor Series or one of the pay-per-views, and then CM Punk will return and crash the party. Now, think about it for a second. If this is a work, then this podcast interview could be the party crasher, but I find it highly unlikely.
I will say one thing that supports that theory. If you tune in to the episode with CM Punk, you can hear Colt Cabana promoting the WWE game like crazy.
I was just about to say that. That's the only way I would be able to see that play out.
Do you think WWE would consent? Because when you promote something, for example, if somebody called in and said, "I want you to promote this," they're a sponsor. They were sponsoring it. Do you think WWE would sponsor something that was purposely trying to basically?
Yeah, but hold on. You got to understand, when he recorded that, it wasn't live on the air. He recorded it, then he dropped it on the internet. So that was probably the last time he'll ever have that promotion. Now, if he's got a contract with them, it'll probably finish up, and then maybe it'll expire whenever it expires. But let's say that you're using that as proof. Let's listen to next week and see if he promotes WWE 2K15.
Dude, if
I want anyone listening to my voice right now, if you just heard what we just said, this is going to be a way to prove that this isn't a work. See if Colt Cabana promotes WWE 2K15 in the beginning of his podcast next week when he brings CM Punk back.
Hey, let me ask you, Buck, you're a very intelligent guy, so let me ask you this. If there is a contract, and since that did crash WWE, couldn't Vince call breach of contract?
I don't know if you can call it breach of contract. It depends on the terms and agreements in the contract. If they do have a contract, it could be just an advertising contract. You never know. But I know that advertisers can pull out from deals because you got to understand how the corporate world works. A lot of these radio stations, like, because radio's dying, radio's dead. Like Tom Likas always says, radio is dying. When he used to be working for one of the radio stations, I forgot what it was, he said something bad about a soda that would ride on the truck of another soda, and they were advertisers for the show. So they told him, you got to stop doing that because we don't want to upset the advertisers. So going back to Colt Cabana, he just pissed off an advertiser. So we'll see what happens with that.
Well, I mean, this is my take on that. And this is just me logically thinking on this side. They would have to. He would have had to say something as cruel as Punk did, which he really didn't. That doesn't seem like they would nitpick him, more like they would nitpick Punk. Although with WWE is, and especially with Vince, as ruthless as he is, he might be able to nitpick Colt. It really wouldn't surprise me if he tries to give Colt a lot of hell, as well as he's going to try to give AJ Lee a lot of hell. Those are two people.
Let me ask you guys something real quick. If next week we still hear him promoting the game, would you then believe it's a work?
I wouldn't be able to tell you on that, to be honest. I mean, if it is a work and they've been trying to get the fans' attention, and it turns out that the reason why it's to lead up to the podcast on Stone Cold, and this whole thing was a work to set up Stone Cold agreeing on McMahon's side this time, and then all of a sudden it's setting up for a feud with Austin and Punk for WrestleMania. I mean, then yeah, that's the only way I could see it though, and I honestly don't see that happening anytime soon, considering the fact that Austin isn't even medically cleared. So that's the only other reason why I could see this happening, and we're not even going to know that that's the case till Monday. So,
well, Buck, let me ask you, Buck. If next week we hear the promotion, would you believe it was a work?
I'd start to suspect it. But then I would monitor and see every week if that promotion goes away.
yeah.
Because according to a lot of articles I read, he's pissed off a lot of people. They got more pissed off at Colt than with CM Punk.
Well, and I can understand. I can understand that. I'll tell you why. Think about it. That was Colt's house. I mean, they were in Punk's house, but the show was Colt's house. It'd be like if someone came on our show and bashed James. James couldn't be mad at that guy because that guy was just saying what he feels. He could be mad at us because we gave that guy the platform.
Yeah, but I think James has a set of balls. You know, he'd take it like a man and fire back.
Yep.
Look, shots fired! Shots fired!
You know, and the sad part is too, like, people think I'll be an internet warrior doing that for anybody who does this for future reference. If there are people listening right now, if they want to start trashing me personally, if I fire back at you online, I'll have no problem saying it to your face, flat out. You can, like, I've made a reputation that, you know, I have issues with people. I take it up with them. You know, I don't do that all the time.
Everyone,
because I'm not perfect.
Everyone, if you don't know, this guy's like a ticking time bomb.
Oh. Me?
Yeah, I'm gonna say something about James real quick. I've seen people insult you. I mean, you don't mind me saying this. You're open.
Yeah, if it's about the why, have you seen the videos that I posted in the comments after or something?
Yeah, no, I've seen the insults you've gotten about the virgin thing, but let me tell you something. I wouldn't fuck with him for being a virgin, because I'll tell you what, virgins, think about it. When you fuck a chick, that's a sexual release. James hasn't gotten that pussy release yet, so he would be literally a ticking time bomb. He's got all that pent up frustration. He could go off on someone and beat the shit out of someone.
That means virgins are dangerous. Apparently, they're like nuclear. Dude, it's like I will be like near Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Is it too soon to say that or no?
That's perfect.
I've been living with Mike Martin
Shady,
in my
did you
house.
just read that?
Yeah, what'd I say?
Did you read what I sent you?
Yeah, I didn't see how I crossed the line, though.
Oh my God, kayfabe, bro, kayfabe. I'm sorry, guys. My co-host is a little slow.
Wait, what happened? Did I do something wrong?
Nothing. No. I sent him a message. I basically gave him a cease and desist letter, but he didn't get it. Anyway, so yeah, I definitely agree with you that the whole Sting thing got ruined by this whole CM Punk pipe bomb. I'll tell you what, man. I've listened to a lot of podcasts and a lot of talk shows, and there's only two people that I've ever been glued to, and that's Tom Likas from www.blowmeuptom.com. He's got an awesome show for guys. I think every man in America from the age of 18 to whenever you die should listen to that guy. This guy is called The Professor. Tom Likas, TomLeykis, on blowmeuptom.com, and you will not be sorry. He is combating the pussification of America.
Don't go too far. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Ready? I'm gonna be the troll on YouTube.
Hold
Hey,
on.
stop sucking his dick. Stop sucking
Oh,
his dick.
well, you know what? You know what? He doesn't need guys to suck his dick because he gets more ass than a toilet seat. And I'm quoting
Oh.
You don't want to cross the line now.
him. I'm quoting him. But
Kayfabe. What? I didn't say anything.
no, there's only two people that can keep me glued to my headphones when I'm listening to a podcast, and that's or internet talk show, and that's Tom Likas, and after what happened on Thursday, CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
I was just listening attentively. I was hanging on every word. Besides the fact that I'm a CM Punk fan, it was just the story, the way he told it. That's why I told that certain member of the Wrestling Plus One group page on Facebook that, dude, you have to listen to it.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about, James.
Yeah, and Corey was the same way. And then when Corey heard it, he was shocked. And he isn't even a CM Punk fan, so that speaks volumes for, I guess,
James.
personally, I guess.
But James, in fairness, and me and Buck have both said this, Corey's opinion tends to blow with the wind. Depends on who he's talking to.
Oh, you're stealing my quotes now, huh?
Oh, kayfabe though, kayfabe. Hey, kayfabe.
I said this.
He could be watching. He could be watching. Don't
Sorry.
make fun of him.
Sorry, I broke the fourth wall.
CM Punk quote. Yes.
I got this one. Listen. This is what I told Shady one time after we went off the air from doing the podcast. The podcast we do on Blog Talk Radio, that's Wrestling Plus One. I told him, yo, man, this guy, he's like a kite. He blows with the wind.
Oh, he said kite, not kike. I was just clarifying for you, so I didn't think you said kite.
Oh God, this.
Oh, God. I said kite, K-I-T-E.
Not K-I-K-E.
Totally off subject here, but you know the Kick app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
deleted that thing 2 years ago.
Yeah, no, I know, but like when I heard it the first time, I literally mistaked it for kike. I kept calling it kike.
Hey, well, you know what? Let me tell y'all something, and to all our listeners out there listening all across the world, here at the Don Tony Kevin Castle show, we don't act like this is a show. We're just, two guys sitting around shooting the shit about wrestling and other things about life. That's why we don't call our show. That's why there is no word wrestling in the title of our show. It's called the Don Tony Kevin Castle Show. And fuck Solo Monster.
And we talk about kikes, too.
We talk about niggas. Yo, what up?
Oh my God, dude, don't say that.
All right.
Don't
Sorry,
say that.
Corey, if you're listening. I had to pull that joke out.
I thought I had to worry about Shady C. I didn't know I got to worry about freaking James over here.
Everybody,
Hey, listen. We're not on the
hold
radio
on, hold on,
show.
I got a
This is
joke for you.
YouTube.
I got a joke for you. Welcome, everyone, to the KKK Comedy Hour.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Yo, that's great. That's great.
Hey,
Listen, bro, we're on YouTube. It's not the actual radio show. It's fine.
Hey, Shady, I want to ask you a question.
What's that?
Why don't you tell the viewers out there about your little YouTube rant you did on Don Tony and his response to you, and why you did it and what pissed you off, and all the marks that came after you, and then talk about the Solo Monster thing, that whole thing that happened, the Solo Monster debacle.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well,
No, these are
basically,
stories that people need to know.
Why not?
with Don Tony, Don Tony pisses me off because he likes to sit there and say he's not a fanboy. But then at the same time, yeah, he'll say things about WWE, but he'll go like, they were like, oh, WWE is this and this and this, but they're still nowhere near as bad as TNA. And I'll tell you
No,
something.
hold on, stop.
I would say that's
correct
more
you.
Kevin
I will
Castle.
correct. Yes.
I would say that's more Kevin Castle, not Don
Hey,
Tony.
hey,
Don Tony,
but Don Tony, they're not as bad as TNA. Nothing is shittier than TNA.
yeah,
Don Tony.
he just seems.
Not only that though, but it became apparent to me how much both of them hate TNA when they did a whole show. I would say a good hour and a half, just ripping their new network, and it's like, dude, they were like, oh, I was looking at the shows. They have shows about rednecks on there. That's not what people want to see.
Well, I mean, the way all right, this is where I play devil's advocate again. I think what he was saying was not so much of the TV programs that were on there, but more so of the how should I say it? The ratings that the show got. Because if you listen to the whole thing, he says that the highest show rated on Destination America was over 100,000 viewers, so like 0.1.
Yeah. By the way, to all the listeners and viewers, and all the listeners of Blog Talk Radio, the ones who listen to Wrestling Plus One, and all the Don Tony Kevin Castle fanboys out there, and Solo Monster fanboys, and WWE fanboys, and all our TNA fans that we love and respect. Anyone who lives in New Jersey, New York, tri-state area, if you got Cablevision, you have Destination America. The other day I was watching TV and I just asked my brother, I'm like, hey, do we have Destination America? And he actually knew that channel. He was like, yeah, we have it. It's up there by Discovery Channel on one of the high the hundreds or something. And he actually knew what Discovery America is. So when people say no one's ever heard of Discovery America, that's just, Destination America.
Yeah.
It's just total bullshit. And I just want to say something. And I said this last week on Wrestling Plus One. I think it was episode 16 or 17. After TNA announced that they were going to Destination America, people were saying, I've never heard of Destination America. Well, thanks for helping TNA prove a point to Destination America that Destination America needs TNA.
Yeah, no, I agree with it on that point, but there are also, I think what Don Antonio was trying to say was he's afraid that there's not going to be as many viewers as there were on when they were with Spike TV, when they were like getting 1.8s, 1.9s, which was the highest rating at like a certain point of the year in like 2012, I think he was mentioning.
Oh, dude, those are valid points. He's absolutely right. I mean, your viewership will drop because you're going to another TV station.
Yeah, but I mean, and I think he's going a little far though, saying that TNA is on the same level as Ring of Honor, which in some cases may be true if you're going to go with talent. But I mean, I wouldn't say that like name value wise that it's better.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
let me make a point real quick. And I'm sorry to steal from you, Buck, but you said this and it made so much sense. What's going to happen is the fans who do like TNA and the ones that don't have it are going to start requesting it with their cable company. And if more companies pick it up because of TNA, that's going to help them in Destination America's eyes. Buck, when you said that, I was like, wow, that's a great point. Can you explain how you came to that point? Like, what made you think of that?
Well, whenever a show comes to a new network and you want to watch it, but your cable provider doesn't have it, you can actually call the cable company or email them and demand that you get that channel. Like for example, there's new channels that come out. Like when I used to be into like the news and I was watching the news, like I'd watch CNN, RT, Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera had an English channel, which was pretty good, and then they did Al Jazeera America, and they started a commercial that said, "Call your cable provider, call your satellite provider, and they will, to have this channel." So that's how I got that. That's how I remembered that. So now that Destination America is already out there, they're already here in the U.S. They're Destination America. So now all the TNA fans that don't have it are going to call their cable provider and demand it, and that's going to bring more eyes to Destination America, and that's going to open up Destination America to get on other cable providers.
that's what's Ring of Honor is doing right now, or
It's
that's
supply and demand. It's simple supply and demand.
it's actually helping Ring of Honor actually. If we can go on to that real quick, because I noticed some people actually have Ring of Honor on Fox Sports. I think it's also on Fox Sports Net, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I don't know, but I think it is, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I think it's only on Sinclair is the company that owns Ring of Honor now. I think it's only on the Sinclair broadcasting channels.
Every time I hear Sinclair owns Ring of Honor, I think of that guy Sinclair from the movie Ready to Rumble.
Me too. I was just thinking that.
Let's get ready to rumble, Jim Buffer says.
You know what? I actually want to talk about that movie. What did you guys think of that movie?
I fucking love that movie, dude. I have the DVD, and I actually just 2 days ago ordered the Blu-ray, and it's got the same bonuses, but it has a new commentary on it. Dude, I still quote lines from that movie.
You know what? I think WWE should put that movie on the network. Seriously.
Dude,
They won't. They won't.
No,
They're gonna be like,
for Nanny, I see all that shit on there.
I can tell you one thing. I mean, WWE movie studios would make a hell of a lot more money if they got that movie on there. I can tell you that much. Especially
I'll tell you what. Since WWE is so good at making inspirational movies for teenagers, I bet you they could make a Ready to Rumble spin-off, like a copy, and they could probably do it a little better. But then they'd have John Cena in it, and it would just fucking ruin everything. Sorry, James. I know you're a Cena fan, but I have to say that.
I'll say this right now. This is not moving on to Cena. I actually agree with you on that one, actually. But when it comes to
but hey, like Bruce Blitz says, and here I go quoting Bruce Blitz again. But I have a lot of respect for that guy. If you're a Cena fan, more power to you.
No, but I'm telling you this: if they remade Ready to Rumble, Cena would play the King role.
Oh hell no, bro! Oh my god.
Well, let me ask James: have you seen Ready to Rumble?
The bunny would be in it?
James, have you seen Ready to Rumble?
Of course I have.
Okay, good.
Every wrestling fan has seen that movie, and that movie dropped in 2000 before WCW went out of business.
Yep, that was during the time right before WCW was about to have the shitty booking that it had. Actually,
that movie came out when WCW was at its peak.
Not only that, the movie also, which was really cool, it exposed a little bit of the business. It exposed the kayfabe because they were showing backstage. The promoter goes, "Okay, you're going to go over tonight. So I was watching that, and I was like, wow. And then they showed them talking in the ring, remember? I'm like, holy shit, that was back when I didn't know they did that. So they kind of exposed the business a little in that movie.
Have you guys ever noticed that our intro of Wrestling Plus One on Blog Talk Radio, yes, I am doing a cheap plug, has clips from that movie? He says, wrestling's fake. Wrestling's not fake.
Yes. Let's be honest right now with WWE. Them getting that movie, nope. WCW, we can't have it. When it comes to other movies like Lucha, what was it? What was it? It was like a Lucha Libre movie and it had like a fat guy.
What's his name? The guy from School of Rock.
School of Rock, yeah. Whatever that movie was. They're not going to put that on there because they're going to be like, nope.
To the two
Not our
viewers,
creation.
to the two people watching right now, if you guys could put in the comments section, what's the name of that actor who did that Nacho Libre movie? I'd really appreciate it.
I don't remember for the life.
Two guys, come on, spread the word.
Hey, that's good. That's good. I mean, Shady, you told me something.
That's okay. Thank you for sticking around with us, two viewers.
Shady, why don't you talk about that guy who challenged us when we first started our show on Blog Talk Radio, and how we've proved him wrong?
Kayfabe!
Oh. Yeah.
Hold on, before you go, if you thought the Monday Night War was crazy, you should know about the Blog Talk Radio war that we went through. We actually had one of our shows archived and deleted. It was so bad, bro. I tore the guy a new asshole.
Oh,
Go ahead,
jeez.
Shady.
Dude, well, no, you got to do the impersonation. If I'm going to tell the story, you got to do the impersonation.
All right, well, tell the story first, and then how about Buck does the impersonation?
Yeah, but I don't want to give him the satisfaction of being able to flag this video and delete it, because this is such an awesome video. I mean,
Yeah,
I like this Google Hangout shit that we're doing.
Yeah, I do too.
I
All right,
like.
so go ahead, Shady. Tell the story. Let's be like Don Tony and Kevin Castle and tell the story. So you didn't tell the story, and we lost a viewer.
Oh, viewer, come back.
Viewer, get back here.
If you're-
Hey, listen. The one viewer that's listening, get the other viewer back. Maybe you two are best friends or something. I don't know.
And if it's a chick, I'll eat your pussy if you come back. But
Oh,
anyway,
come on.
Oh my
On-
God, I got bad news. They all just left.
oh, shit. That's okay. People will listen to it later. But
All right, come on. Tell
All
the
right,
story, bro.
so I used to be on a different podcast with somebody else.
Yep.
And him and I had a parting of the ways. And when he heard that we were doing a show together, he said, "Oh, that show's not gonna have any viewers. You're not gonna have anyone. You're gonna be doing a show basically to each other."
How many calls did we have in on this show today?
We had about 5 live calls, and we had about 10 live listens, because I didn't put advanced notification. That's why. But we've had shows where we've had almost 100 people tune in, like 50 something, 60 something. It's crazy. Because the thing is with podcasting that people don't understand when it comes to podcasting and internet talk shows is that you get more listens in archive listens and library downloads rather than live listens.
Yep. And to that guy who said that about you, I have one thing to say to him, because we were able to get some callers into the show. Suck it!
Suck it!
Suck it.
So...
Oh my God, we should
Hey.
totally do like a Three Stooges thing of that, because Shady does the deep voice, you do like the medium voice, I do the high pitch.
All right, you numbskulls, pay attention. What? Okay,
I said,
have you guys heard anything about Brock Lesnar? Is he alive?
Brock Lesnar is currently hunting still, I think. As
No,
usual.
Brock Lesnar is currently screwing Sable.
Oh God.
Brock Lesnar is currently doing both at the same time because he thinks he's Jesus.
How about we do this? I got a great idea. Since the one thing we've never done on Wrestling Plus One, I think we should do here, since we're on YouTube. YouTube is no rules. We should put some sex into this shit. So let me ask you this. What diva from today would you most want to see pose in Playboy?
It's a good one.
Paige.
Paige?
Paige.
I would accept Paige, but it's got to be AJ. AJ.
Dude, you don't want to piss off our friend Phil.
Our friend Phil.
Come on. You know how much he loves her. Don't say that. That's wrong.
Dude, I love her even more, though. James, what about you? Who would you want to see pose? Don't say John Cena, please.
Hell no. Hell no. I actually got an interesting one, though. You guys might be surprised when I say this.
Well, go ahead. Spit it out.
Naomi.
Oh. I got one even better. You guys ready for it?
If you say Cameron, I swear to God, if you say Cameron, I'm not even, don't even, dude. No one.
Alicia Fox. She could get it, dude. Alicia Fox could so get it.
I got one that'll shock both of you. Well, it won't shock you, Buck. You know my taste in women.
Oh God.
If we're including knockouts, there was a knockout for a brief time named Rosie Love.
I don't know.
Man, Shady, I could see you going for Havoc from TNA. You got those pictures I sent you, right?
Dude,
Yeah.
Can we talk about her? What happened to her face when she was a child?
Oh.
Like, I don't know what happened, but, like, she looks like, dude, she looks like she was, like, an offspring of The Undertaker. She looks so goddamn old right now.
Dude, Buck actually loves her face.
I'm sorry, Buck.
I found pictures of her without makeup on, and, like, she looked hot, dude. I think EC3's tapping that. I think EC3's tapping that shit, dude.
Well,
I would like to see Awesome Kong in Playboy.
Well, of course you would. I knew that. How did I know that was going to come out of your mouth?
Dude, that one, I'll be honest with you, dude. Black pussy tastes great.
For our female fans that are on the when it comes to their weight, they're on the generous side. Please hit up Shady C for all your sexual needs.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can sit on my face and won't disgrace.
Taryn Terrell. That's all I gotta say.
I love how we went from WWE to TNA because we know WWE isn't going to have anybody in Playboy.
Oh, you know who's awesome?
Dude,
that Puerto Rican wrestler from Lucha Underground.
Dude, hold on.
Star.
Dude, Taryn Terrell's already posed in Playboy.
Really?
Yeah, she already did.
Yeah, you can dude. All the time, I'll Google TNA Knockouts nude or WWE Divas nude. You'll find a whole bunch of shit. Maurice, the Miz's wife, posed in Playboy.
Okay, guys, we've reached a milestone right here. We've been broadcasting for quite a while, and I'm gonna let you know how long we've been broadcasting.
How long?
Hold on, dude. Let me find this, because here's the thing, man. We have been on the air live.
Dude, James left the call.
James.
As soon as you talked about how long we've been broadcasting, James left. James
left the call? Oh, shit. Listen, we're about to reach our first hour ever. And for all our listeners out there, we've never done this before. We usually have a different format. We do that on Blog Talk Radio, and that's the show that you can download and listen to at your leisure or leisure, however you pronounce that word. I know people who say it differently. It's kind of like that word niche. Some people say niche.
I've noticed that too. Yeah.
So weird, bro.
Dude, this could be like our freedom outlet. Like the other show.
This is our freedom outlet, dude. This is awesome. We can sit here and talk.
Like Blog Talk Radio can be our wrestling show, and this could just be a little bit of everything. This is what I've always wanted to do. I told you that. I always want a show where we can fucking talk about sex, talk about politics, talk about fucking everything.
Yeah, but we're talking about wrestling, bro.
No, I know, but I'm saying we can like mix it up. Remember what a wise man once said: a one-legged horse can't stand. Are you there?
Yeah, but a horse can stand on 3 legs, bruh.
Yeah, that's why we have three fucking. We gotta. Yeah, I mean, I love this topic, but I love for the future if we keep doing this, just to have different shit. Like maybe one week we talk about nothing but pussy.
Oh God, sorry for breaking kayfabe, people. My co-host is clearly ignoring the title, which is CM Punk pipe bomb heard around the world.
We've already talked about kikes.
Dude, stop with that, man. I don't want to offend anybody. Well, I'll say whatever I want to say, but dude, don't. Whatever. You know what I mean.
Hey, at least I didn't drop the N bomb. That
Yeah,
wasn't my.
that was the guy from Boston, actually. You know, a lot of people say people from Boston are racist.
I've heard that too, dude. No, every like the Northerners, like fucking New York, fucking all that area, fucking hardcore racists up there.
I don't know, man. Maybe it's that Catholic guilt.
A lot of Italians too, man. Do you know any Italians?
Dude,
Dude, Italians are fucking. Oh my gosh, Italians are so racist. They don't even use the N word.
dude, our viewer was that guy, Jolly Santa. He just shouted us out on Facebook. He's like, "Hey, listen to the show. Um, the actor you're talking about was Jack Black. I'd love to see Havoc. Uh, I don't know what else he's saying, but
Hey, Jolly Santa, come back. You can be a ho ho ho.
he's viewing. He just sent me a message, but I don't know where James went. James got off the air, but
I don't know where the hell he went, man.
so I just want to let everybody. I want to let all our listeners know that I like this. I'm very impressed with this. I'm very upset that there's no comment box. The comment box is disabled. I don't know why.
Maybe you
just
got
hope-
to pay extra for it.
We got what? No, you don't have to pay for it. Actually comes up as an app. This guy, Jolly Santa, I don't know where he is.
Yo, Jolly Santa, if you want, you can bring Mrs. Claus in to listen too.
I actually have to go and I gotta put the show on other groups on Facebook so they can listen.
Dude, what if James's mom just made him get off the phone? It's possible.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're living with your mom. Not like you though. You're G.
Yeah. Shit, don't nobody tell me what to do. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say NIGGA, but I didn't want you to put it out.
Oh my god, dude.
Shit, fuck it. We uncensored. I'm a nigga.
Oh my god. You're worse than Don Tony.
No, because Don Tony will say it and then make excuses. Well, I didn't mean that. Shit, hell yeah. I have lots. No, Don Tony, dude, say I have lots of black friends in the Don Tony voice. He has said that so many times.
What? What's the matter? I got lots of black friends.
Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry.
We were betting on why you left. We were betting on why you left. Did your mom make you get off?
No. Luckily she didn't. Sorry about that, bro. My phone decided to be a dunce and shut off because the battery life sucked.
James, listen. We have one of our viewers. He was watching us on YouTube, and he said, actor who was in that Nacho Libre movie was Jack Black.
Yes, Jack Black.
Get us
Jack
up on
Black.
Facebook.
All right, nice.
I haven't joined the group.
He's already on the group. That's how he hit me up.
Oh, cool. Jolly Santa, come on, get back.
All right, so what were we on? What was the milestone? I'm sorry if I cut off.
We hit our first hour of broadcast on YouTube.
Yay! Woohoo!
We were actually just...
Don't go. Bro, calm down with the sound effects. Jesus Christ.
James, we were actually just talking about how on the Don Tony show, how he'll sit there and he'll say something racist, and then he'll always say, "I got lots of black friends."
I got lots of friends.
Dude, you just did that impression of that person that you know who. I'm not gonna name her, but you just your voice almost sounded like you were imitating that guy that was trying to get with her.
Yeah, man, I need some pussy.
Okay, we're not gonna say her name for our own protection.
We will not say Elizabeth's name.
Oh my God, Don Tony, shut up.
Don Tony.
Okay, speaking of Don Tony, I think look, let me break it down, and I'm sure he's probably gonna see this, and his fanboys are gonna send him this video. Shout out to all the haters. Shout out to the fanboys.
Hi.
Dude, tag Don Tony. Please tag Don Tony in this one.
I will tag him. I will. But you know what?
Don Tony, don't find me in my house. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna tell you something right now, and I want to put this to bed. And I'm gonna tell you my opinion on him and his show.
Wait. Before you say anything, there's one thing we haven't done in so long that I have to do. Okay. It used to be a Wrestling Plus One staple, so I'm gonna say it. You said Don Tony, so I'm gonna say, "Do you know who I am?"
Oh my God. Okay, so
are we really bringing up the Bully Ray issue with him again?
dude, you have no idea. When we first started doing the show, we declared war on all wrestling podcasts. So what we did was we went after Don Tony. Hold on, I just got a message. I'm using the YouTube app to watch your show right now. I comment there. I guess you can't see it. Anyway, if I'm watching, I can't message you. So just letting you know. Ha 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 ha. All right, so just keep watching. I'll actually put our show on YouTube. I'll look at it right now while I'm doing this. Okay, so we declared war on all podcasts. So what I did was, after listening to an episode of Don Tony, I actually, not an episode, I listened to the clip where he was talking shit about Bully Ray. And, his whole thing with Bully Ray. And I took that soundbite of Bully Ray saying, "Do you know who I am?" And every time we'd mention Don Tony's name, Chris,
"Do you know who I am?"
I would play that every single
If you listen to the first 5 episodes, that clip, "Do you know who I am?" must have been played at least 4 or 5 times per episode.
I think there was one time we broke the record and I played it like 15 times.
Yeah, that was during, the first few episodes were 2-hour episodes, so we played it probably, about 15.
No, dude, the first couple of episodes were half hour. And then we went a month where we did we did like an hour episode and stuff like that. Then we moved on up to 45 minutes.
I thought we did one that was 2 hours.
We did one that was 2 hours, but that one just that was in the beginning of the show, and it just seemed to go on and on and on. So anyway, I'm going to give my opinion of... Yeah, I'm going to give my official opinion of Don Tony and Kevin Castle's show.
Here's where he sucks his dick. Go ahead.
Oh my God, no, man, chill. Okay. I like the show, and I will be the first one to admit I like the show. In the beginning, when I first listened to the show, I was like, oh, this is just another Italian dude who thinks he's big balls because of his accent, and he's from New York. I'm from Jersey, by the way. So, yeah, and using Italian words like he's the man. But then, you know what? I listened to the show more. You got to get past all that, you got to get past all that pasta to really enjoy the marinara that's inside, like lasagna.
Are we really doing this right now? You gotta like
It sounds like you're talking
knees are weak, palms are sweaty. Can't stop thinking about me mum's spaghetti.
Speaking of his dick, you have to get into the cum. You have to get into the pasta. Get to the
Yeah,
sauce.
you have to really get into that pasta, Chris.
No, Buck gets into the sauce.
Oh my God, you guys are sick fucks. Listen, so anyway, I actually enjoy his show, Breakfast with Blasi. The one about Scumbag Alley was priceless. That was awesome.
I don't remember that.
Oh, the
Oh,
Scumbag Alley one was hilarious, dude.
I
So,
remember that. And he actually is like, I'm not going to say your name, and then he said it. I did that Elizabeth thing.
So yeah, Don Tony, if you're getting offended, remember, imitation is the best form of
I'll just
flattery.
take it in the other room. Actually, no, I can't do it.
Matarazza.
Yeah, so I want to talk about Solomonster, and I've been dying to talk about this guy.
Yeah, tell your opinion, because you shocked me when you said what you said before.
Oh, I think he's arrogant.
Solo Monster.
This is Soul Monster Sounds Off, and you could always check us out at Wrestling Tees. I just put up the new T-shirt, Eat, Sleep, Sound Off, Repeat, and I gotta tell you, I enjoyed The Walking Dead very, very much this week. I enjoyed it very much. I went to the TNA tapings, and I was in the front row, and I'm starting to sound like John Cena. And I'm trying to pull a promo from John Cena. And it feels great to be here in San Antonio, home of the champs. And as you all know, that the champ is now here.
Not only that, but I love prostituting myself. I say my show is free, but I often guilt trip you into donating via PayPal or buying a crappy shirt that is a shirt from a fucking podcast. I'm nobody, but I want you to buy my shirt anyways.
Wow, bro, you're really hating
Oh,
on
don't
him.
worry. Don't worry. We're hypocrites. Soon you'll see the Wrestling Plus One shirts out there to buy.
You could always get the Wrestling Plus One T-shirts on WrestlingPlus1.com once the WrestlingPlus1.com site actually takes into full effect.
And fellas, we have a new promotion coming up. But if you buy a T-shirt, you will get a night with James.
Oh, I'm
Actually,
gonna
we
go.
do have a website. You remember the one on Weebly. It updates automatically every time we upload the Spreaker.
Oh, you guys use Weebly too?
Yeah.
Yo, I use that for my WYW site.
Why don't you talk about WYW, bro? Tell the people out there what it is.
All right. So for anybody who doesn't know what it is, it's a CAW wrestling organization. If people want to call me a hypocrite, it's fine because I'm using WWE 2K14, the video game. But look, this is before I knew any of this shit, and I kind of already went too far into it and stopped now. Plus, I have fun with it, so that just settles that little BS right there. Anyway, going on to it, it's a CAW organization where we take people from our area. We essentially put them in the game. We have them do voice acting, and it's like if it was a real wrestling organization. If you people enjoy it, definitely leave me feedback and check it out at www.youtube.com/WYW Pride. Now, since we're on this topic, and I figured I'd ask this, not trying to go off topic to wherever we were.
You ask it. Hold on, before you ask it, I have a question on topic. So before you veer, I want to ask you.
All right, that's fine.
When we started talking, you mentioned to me having a contract with a name, and that never ever came out. Who was that supposed to be?
Contract with the name?
Yeah, because I said, are there any known wrestlers in the game? You said no, but we're working on something that we can't really talk about right now.
Well, we can't really talk about it, yeah. But yeah, we're working on a couple, yeah.
So
We're
it's still
just-
in the works.
Yeah, I'll give a hint. It's a couple people who were injured. I'm not gonna say who their names are. You can't guess. Just be in suspense. There you go. We have a way where we're gonna bring them in, which is gonna be epic. And actually we're on. That's actually what I was gonna ask. Now, it was actually on topic. I didn't know we were gonna talk about that. Now, how many of the videos have you guys seen of what we produce. Me and my friend Mike.
I've seen two.
You've seen 18 and 19, or 19 or 20. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I've watched about 4 so far.
Which ones? Was it the recent ones, or was it the ones like beforehand, before we ended up putting the logo on our thing?
No, they were some of the older ones.
What was your favorite overall? Just a curious question.
The first one was my favorite.
No,
I don't remember because I watched them, but I watched them after we had our first conversation.
true. That's right. Yeah. We'll talk about that in a little bit because that was actually a very interesting way of how we all kind of met. But yeah, it was all right. I think I know which ones you watched. I think Buck has actually checked out some of the older ones. I don't know about you, Chris. I think you checked out the newer ones that we've done. You've done. I think you've seen 18 involving the Nick Switchblade promo, and 19, and then 19. I think right after that, and then
Well,
maybe 20.
I know I went and watched your very first one just to see what the first one was like.
Oh yeah, but when we were Mr. Monotone.
Hey
Yeah.
guys, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Chris Jericho just posted this. Um, hold on, let me see. What's today? I forgot what today is. Oh, the 30th. He posted this actually November 28th. It says, "Hey you, have you heard about the most talked about podcast of the week with the top heels?"
Don't even get me started.
I'm like, seriously, go away, bro. CM Punk like took over.
CM Punk dominated
dude,
the podcast scene.
There's a picture of Bray Wyatt and his wife. That is crazy.
Ooh.
Is she cute?
From the side picture, I can tell you that she's more my type than yours.
So she's like the manly stomach 6-pack or 4-pack.
Uh-oh. It's happened.
What happened?
It's happened, bro.
What?
I can't believe this.
Oh God.
Are you ready for an announcement?
What is it? What is it?
This winter, one man, Shady C, the Fappening, just in, AJ Lee nude images leaked from the Fappening.
Send them to me. Send them to me.
Like other celebrities, AJ Lee is also now in the list of leaked photos. The news was accounted by Dave Meltzer in Wrestling Observer newsletter. Oh, okay, so Philip, if you need to beat up somebody for, talking about this, Dave Meltzer from Wrestling Observer. I'm sure Colt Cabana can hook you up.
Send them to each of us and we can give our reactions on the air.
The picture will probably be expelled from social networking, with Twitter having an approach to erase all Fappening-related posts.
Exactly, so hurry up and find this shit.
As it may, as of Thursday morning, what indicates to be the picture is here and here. Her fans are a bit sad from her. The face looks a bit changed. However, of course, she is posturing with a tilted edge. There's additionally the hip tattoo, something we haven't seen on WWE TV. Then again, the tattoo has all the earmarks of being under the hip line. So that could be the reason why we've never perceived it.
Dude, seriously, that'll be great for the show. Send it to each of us.
Hold on, dude. Huge numbers of the real happening strings are constantly shut down. So discovering the AJ photograph by means of traditional Google inquiry is troublesome. While it is likely that this photograph was discharged as a component of the fappening, the real legitimacy of this is interested in level-headed discussion. A few fans are stating it's an old fake that did the rounds a year ago. Different fans are persuaded it's the WWE diva. There's no true method of knowing beyond any doubt. Yet in the event that this is honest to goodness AJ, her spouse CM Punk are going to be extremely agitated with it. And CM Punk will not hesitate to come down and kick Shady C's ass the moment he begins to stroke his penis to the picture of AJ Lee.
This was the funny thing about this whole thing is that Shady C actually believed this.
Click here to see all leaked pics.
Are you making this up, or is this a legit story?
This is not a legit story. What do you think, Shady?
Actually, I'm looking at a picture right now. The only problem is they're censoring the nipples with 2 stars of David.
Are they really?
This is ridiculous.
Dude, just type in not safe for work, and you'll get the uncensored picture.
Not safe for work.
Hold on. Let me send this to you on Facebook.
I love how we're doing this. Don't do this, guys. We just defended Phil. Now Phil's gonna get mad.
Dude, Phil's gonna kick the guy's ass who leaked it. It's on the internet. It's public. Just like his pipe bomb that he did this week.
Oh, so this is legit? I honestly thought it wasn't legit.
I don't know. James, here, I'll send it to you on your... Oh, wait, no. If you leave, you can't see it, so you guys are gonna have to see it later.
No, I can leave because I just left, and I was still on the air.
Oh, okay. So, here you go.
All right,
Great.
I'll give my reaction. Wait, are you sending me the censored one?
It's the one I found.
Dude, that's fucking her.
Oh, gee.
Oh, that's fucking her. Damn. She has a nice ass titties. The star is really, really small, so her nipples and areolas must be tiny.
This is happening. This is
Oh, yeah.
hashtag this is happening.
I'm gonna try googling AJ Lee not safe for work and see what comes up.
Oh God.
If I
Oh.
can this
One man,
news, photos, and more on wrestling.
Oh God.
one woman.
What? Why?
CM Punk.
Hold on. I think the sound effects have officially jumped the shark.
Jump the shark. What? I'm confuzzled.
It's a phrase when something is overdone.
I love how the cricket noise comes in. Okay.
All right.
Are we ever going to get back to the topic of WYW, or are we on a whole new topic with
I think
AJ?
we've moved on to Brock Lesnar and how he hasn't shown up in like months and how he should be stripped of the WWE title.
Don't blame Brock for that one. Blame WWE's retarded booking.
Okay, I just received something.
What?
I will get back to you after 5 minutes of enjoying it.
Dude, no, you gotta let me see it.
Hold on.
Dude, I found the uncensored picture. With the hip tattoo and everything.
Shady.
Yeah?
Stop being a whore.
Hold on, dude, that's fucking her.
Stop being a whore, Shady.
Okay, on this show, we tend to like pussy.
No, I know that. I know this. I do too. But you gotta stop it.
Hold on, I'm sending it to you right now, Buck.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
I just typed in AJ Lee not safe for work, and I found it. That's fucking her, dude.
Hey, shout out to Jolly Santa. Says don't ask why, but I have the photo uncensored.
Dude, look at the picture I sent you.
I love this, bro. This is
Santa, stop jerking off to AJ
Where'd you
Lee.
send it to me? On Facebook?
No, in a text.
Oh shit.
Dude, that's fucking her. Look at her pussy. AJ Lee is completely shaved.
Listen. This is for
James,
Santa. This is no. This is for Jolly Santa. Jolly Santa. Listen. Stop stroking your candy cane. The kids don't want to see that. I understand AJ Lee is hot and everything, but come on, you think of
Dude,
the
that's
children.
not her, bro.
What? What'd you say? I didn't hear. What'd you say, Buck?
Hold on.
He said that's not her.
Dude, don't rain on my parade, motherfucker. That's her.
That's not her. I can already tell that.
You haven't even seen it.
I actually have. It's not her, dude.
I'm gonna send it to you.
She doesn't. I've seen it. She doesn't have a goddamn tattoo.
Dude, that's below the hip line. She doesn't come out and say, "Hey, look at my hips, everybody." Dude, find a picture of her in a bathing suit and see if that tattoo's there. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna Google that shit. There's got to be a picture of AJ Lee in a bikini somewhere.
Bathing suit. There is one of her in I think in either a one piece or a two piece.
And
I love how we're talking about this, but whatever. I don't care.
the original, actually,
Okay.
the original vision for the show wasn't just wrestling. We wanted to do a guy show.
True, I know this.
We wanted to do the show. I wanted to do a show like Buck used to do. Buck had the show he used to do, and it was just everything for guys. That was like, dude, I think I see the bikini, the tattoo.
Alright, well, maybe you're right. I don't know. Alright,
Okay,
easy.
well, turns out the show is actually coming to a close. I just got a text from, okay. And you can find us on BTR at www.blogtalkradio.com/wrestling, the word plus, and the number one. Buck had to cut out early, so we're going to end it here, and I'm going to let James say so long to you as well. Go ahead, James.
Alright, guys, hope you enjoyed the Google Hangout session. It's pretty different a lot more different than what the regular talk show is, but that's cool. So if you guys want to join us again, I don't know when Buck's going to do it again, but if he does it again, we'll do it again. And until then, check out another edition on Saturday for Wrestling Plus One.
And don't forget to check out the one that we just did tonight. It was a great show. We had a lot of callers, a lot of feedback, and we'll see you later. Peace.
Peace.